Trinidad is in crisis mode, and Prime Minister Kamla is not playing games. With the nation under a state of emergency, she's sending a clear message. This is not the time for partying, posing, or political slackness. If you want real Caribbean analysis with vibes and accountability, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's break this down. Trinidad and Tobago. Prime Minister Kamla warns that no member of parliament is to be seen partying during the national crisis. Prime Minister has declared a state of emergency, following an abrupt cancellation of the Sunday evening UNC meeting, which he was scheduled to headline and have a national address. When the leader cancels a major party event and tells her own MPs, "No fet for you, you know things serious." In a land known for sweet wine and sound system, this is like shutting down the Panyard before Panorama. The United National Congress meeting announced on Saturday morning was canceled almost 24 hours later after being announced due to security concerns. Prime Minister urged that all citizens should exercise caution at this time as the country remains under emergency. Prime Minister ordered that none of her ministers and MPs be seen partying or feting at this time while the country remains under a state of emergency, as they need to lead by example. When your nation under siege from kidnappers and gunmen and people struggling to buy bread, public officials doing the limbo in VIP section just look bad. Kamla tightening the reins shows she not here for SoE politics. When asked if there has been a threat to her life, the Prime Minister only responded by urging citizens to remain vigilant as the country is currently under a crime emergency. When a PM dodging the threat question, something real bubbling under the pot. And in Trini politics, if you see smoke, somebody hiding fire stick. The cause of the state of emergency is reportedly related to a coordinated criminal plot syndicate that has been operating within the prison system and has been orchestrating assassinations, kidnappings, and robberies across Trinidad and Tobago. This is not just a crime spike, this sounding like Narcos, Laventil edition. The prison system acting like a remote control base for nationwide chaos. Chippedness gone premium. Philip Alexander, minister in the Ministry of Housing, confirmed the news that the Prime Minister had already advised all the members of the government to exercise restraint during the state of emergency, and avoid partying. Translation: put down the rum, come off the boat ride, and act like Alia care. Because if the citizens catching curfew and MPs catching vibes, public trust gone through the window. The Chief Secretary Farley Augustine announced after meeting with the country's top officials that Tobago is expected to debut a new emergency hotline, 693, and mobile app called Safe Tobago that will connect directly to the national 999 hotline. Smart move by Tobago. While Big Brother Trinidad holding its head, Lil Sis Tobago bringing tech and calm. The island may be small, but it always trying to keep things civil, and now digital. The Commissioner of Police has defended the state of emergency, saying that the police service is using strategic intelligence to disrupt crimes before they happen. Guevara is urging citizens to support the law enforcement officers in their efforts to protect instead of listening to naysayers and keyboard warriors who lack policing experience. Fair point, but the Trini public love two things, carnival and cussing the police. So winning their trust mid-crisis? That's going to take more than radio interviews. Show results, not sound bites. He added that unity and not destruction is needed to ensure that the state of emergency is successful to protect the nation. No curfew has been issued as of now as the police continue to monitor the situation and provide updates. Unlike most CARICOM countries that rely on tourists in sandals and fanny packs, Trinidad makes its money from oil, gas, and petrochemicals. According to the World Travel and Tourism Council, tourism contributed only 7.3% of TNT's GDP in 2023, projected to reach 7.5% in 2024. By contrast, Tobago relies more on tourism, up to 11 to 12% of GDP. But nationally, the economy is dominated by hydrocarbons, not holidaymakers. So when Kamla tells people to stay inside and ministers to behave, she's not worried about hotel investors pulling out. The oil pipeline bigger than the tourist pipeline. Less pressure to entertain tourists. Trinists don't have to fake niceness for visitors to eat today. Oil and gas jobs mean bigger GDP per capita than most of the region. Kamla can prioritize security without worrying about tourist backlash. And TNT sells fuel, not sun and sea vibes. But most people not in energy. The average Trini doesn't drill gas, they sell bake and shark. Prices high, wages low. Oil inflates the economy, but many families still struggling. Big money brings big temptation. Corruption wastes billions. Tourism is underdeveloped, especially outside Tobago. That whole second pillar economy, still sleeping. And despite all this rich label, crime rampant, healthcare slow, transport weak. The average man don't feel the benefits. Trinidad don't need tourists to survive, but Trinists need better systems to thrive. Kamla flexing strength during a national emergency shows political muscle. Yes, but that same firm hand needs to build equity, safety, and opportunity. Because oil can run out. But people's trust? Once that's gone, not even gas could bring it back. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your crew. Bacchanal Buzz Media will keep asking the hard questions with facts, flair, and a lil fire.